In this installment, we're going to be going over the MLB bet slate for Saturday, August 3rd. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to give you the winning ingredients for our August 3rd MLB bet slate we got going on for Saturday. But before we deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetChefD. Don't forget about that TikTok at Chef_D91, and don't forget about the Patreon. Right now, we're at the homepage of the YouTube channel, currently at 7.48 thousand subscribers. This is the road to 10K, and we are well on our way because you guys are showing up each and every single day. So if you already subscribed, continue to like and comment. That helps the YouTube algorithm so we can grow to a much broader audience. All right. And if you want to sign up for the Patreon, that link is provided down below. Also down in that description is extra free bets thanks to BetStamp as well. I'm so excited to announce I have partnered with BetStamp and Sign Up Expert to provide you guys with an easier way to sign up with any sportsbook in your area. If you go to the link in the description down below, you will be directed to this page you see here. It automatically displays all available sportsbooks in your area plus their current promotions. For example, you could take the plays given in this video and apply it to any other sportsbooks you don't currently have and reap the rewards. Now let's get into the slate. In the Yankee Stadium here, we have the New York Yankees 65-45 going against the Toronto Blue Jays 50-59. Looking at the current odds right now, we have the Yankees as home favorites -190 with the comeback of the Blue Jays at a +155. Total runs set at 9. For that public bet percentage, 90% of the bets, 90% of the money on the side of the Yankees. For the total runs, 91% of the bets, 87% of the money towards the over 9 runs in this one. Starting pitching matchup, Jose Berrios, 9-8 with a 3.93 ERA going up against Carlos Rodon, 11-7 with a 4.34 ERA. All right, so in this matchup here, Jose Berrios, you're getting him in a spot where it's not going to bode well for him. Anytime you see Berrios on the road, he tends to get hit up just a little bit, all right? Looking at his road ERA, it is at 4.99, so almost a 5 ERA on the road. His numbers against righties on the road, a 2.36 home run per 9, 330 batting average, and a 1.54 whip. Against lefties, the home run per 9 is another high number here. Yet again, 2.08 home run per 9. And the other numbers, the average and whip, are low. He's just giving up a lot of power. So power issue against righties, power issue against lefties in Yankee Stadium with this lineup and all of their power bats. That sentence alone should have you all over the Yankees in this one. Carlos Rodon on the other side pitches much better at home, a 3.61 home ERA. He handles righties very well as a lefty. He's just giving up a little bit of power here as well at a 1.52 home run per 9 against righties. So this spot here, I'm going to agree with the public on the total. I like the over 9 runs, but the main play here, Yankees on the money line and Yankees -1.5. In Nationals Park here, we have the Washington Nationals 49-60, Milwaukee Brewers 61-47. Looking at the current odds, we have road favorites Milwaukee Brewers on the money line -135 with the comeback of the Nationals at a +110. Home dogs here in the Nationals. Total runs set at 9. All right, for that public bet percentage, 79% of the bets, 90% of the money heavily on the Milwaukee Brewers. Total runs here, 75% of the bets, 66% of the money on the over 9 runs in this one. Interesting pitching matchup. Aaron Savali, newly acquired from the Tampa Bay Rays to the Milwaukee Brewers, 2-7 with a 4.92 ERA. He has been very up and down, even coming over from the Rays to the Brewers. DJ Hers, 1-4, 4.79 ERA. Young prospect, solid. Has some ups and downs here. He's a lefty that you definitely need to keep your eye on, all right? Now, Aaron Savali, somehow switching teams, switching venues, he has still kept the issue of him pitching on the road. He's had 2 games already with the Brewers on the road, and he's given up 9 earned runs combined in both of those games. So I don't know what's going on. He just can't pitch on the road. Doesn't matter what team he plays for here. Aaron Savali has a road ERA at a 6.23. All right, so continues the struggle here versus lefties. A 1.64 home run per 9, a 280 batting average, a 1.64 whip, and a 4.57 xFIP. Against righties, even worse home run per 9, a 2.10 home run per 9, a 282 batting average, 156 whip, and the xFIP is at 4.84. So gradually worse against both the lefties and righties here. DJ Hers pitches more comfortably at home in Washington. His numbers here against righties, he's giving up a little bit of power, a 1.13 home run per 9 against righties. A very, very good strikeout rate, a 32% K rate as well against righties, a low average at 205, and a low whip at 1.04. So, maybe they got the wrong team favored here. I'm going to be rolling with the home underdog here with the better pitcher. Savali continues to struggle here, and it's against, it's not just one, just righties. No, it's lefties and righties. Washington getting things going here. I like DJ Hers on the mound. I like his strikeout stuff that he's putting forth against opposing righties as well. So Nationals on the money line. And for the total, I'm going to lean towards the under. I do think Washington gets to the Brewers and Aaron Savali. I just don't think that the Brewers really attack DJ Hers. I think he has a very good home start here, going 6 and 7 innings with a very nice strikeout number. Next up, in PNC Park, Pittsburgh Pirates 55 and 54, going up against the Arizona Diamondbacks 59 and 51. Pirates are home favorites here, minus 120 on the money line with the comeback of the Diamondbacks at a plus 100. Total runs set at 8.5. For that public bet percentage, 77% of the bets, 81% of the money on the home team here in the Pirates. Total runs, 85% of the bets, and money towards the over 8.5 total runs here. And that is because you got a very bad pitcher here in Jordan Montgomery. But we're going to dig deep in here. This is a spot that you attack him. That's going to be the question. Montgomery is 7-5 with a 6.51 ERA. Mitch Keller is 10-5 with a 3.30 ERA. So looking at this just off rip, it looks like, hey, this should be a Pirate spot. Let's back up all the public in the sharps here and just ride Mitch Keller. When we dig a little bit deeper, yes, Mitch Keller has been phenomenal at home with a 2.74 ERA at home. All right. He dominates righties. Okay. 100% he dominates righties. Mitch Keller's problem here is against lefties. All right. His numbers against lefties, a 1.48 home run per 9, a 256 batting average, and a 1.25 whip. All right. Nothing too. He gives up a lot of power. I don't like that whip almost creeping around that 1.3 range. The average is okay, 250. But this is giving opportunity here to a team that's going to throw a bunch of lefties at you. It's not 2 lefties. It's not 3 lefties. It's not 4 lefties. It's not 5 lefties. The Diamondbacks are going to throw at least 6 to 7 lefties in this lineup going up against Mitch Keller here. So that's going to be in their benefit, all right? Now, Jordan Montgomery on the other side struggles at home in Arizona. That's a hitting part. His ERA at home is at an 8.39. The road ERA is a little bit better here, all right? A 4.37 road ERA. That's half the ERA, all right? It's cut in half. He's a much better pitcher on the road. Now, his issue is against righties, all right? It's not in the power department. It's going to be in the hitting department. And a 269 batting average he's given up and a 1.34 whip. So slightly higher numbers here when we're looking at Mitch Keller against lefty is Jordan Montgomery against righties. All right, so for this one here, I like the over 8.5. That's going to be the top play. Give me the over 8.5. But I do think that the Diamondbacks can creep and get this W late here. Give me the Diamondbacks on the money line, but the top play will be the over on the 8.5 with these 2 pitchers on the mound. Next up in Minnesota, Target Field, Twins 60 and 48, White Sox 27 and 85. Twins are significant home favorites here, minus 175 on the money line with the comeback of the White Sox at a plus 145. Total runs set at a low number at 7.5. Public bet percentage here, 94% of the bets, 99% of the money on the Twins here. Total runs, 89% of the bets, 92% of the money on the over 7.5. Pitching matchup here, Garrett Crochet, their ace. The White Sox young phenom, 6-8, 3.23 ERA. Going up against Bailey Ober, 10-5, 3.76 ERA. He's been solid this year. Him and Simeon Woods Richardson have been the 1-2 punch here for the Twins. We're finally getting a better pitching outcome from Pablo Lopez. He's supposed to be the number one. And he probably is going to be that once we get deeper into the second half of the season. All right, now, Bailey Ober here is better at home, 3.18 home ERA. He is not as good as Garrett Crochet when we're looking at some of the similar issues here because Crochet gives up a very low average, low whip, very, very high strikeout rate. But everything there is a little bit worse on Ober's side, a little bit higher average, a little bit higher whip. All right, so, and he's worse against lefties. All right, he's given up a power issue to both lefties and righties. A 1.21 home run per 9 against lefties, and against righties, a 1.43 home run per 9. All right, so this is a guy that gives up a lot of home runs. When we're looking at the White Sox here, this is a spot where they can get their bats cracking against Bailey Ober. I like to rely upon Garrett Crochet when he pitches, especially when you're looking at first 5 innings. It's usually that bullpen of the White Sox that tends to crumble, all right? Now, Crochet has been elite. Like I said, very high K rate, low whip, low average. His issue is righty power as well at a 1.62 home run per 9. So the over can creep. I think the over does hit over 7.5 because it is low. But I do think that the White Sox have an opportunity to get multiple runs here. Usually, if you're looking at their team total, it's at a 2.5. This one should be, I think they can hit the over on that one if we're talking about the White Sox here. Over 2.5 on the team total. I think they get some home runs going. I think Garrett Crochet has a solid game here against this Twins offense that, yes, they have a lot of power, but they do strike out as well at a high rate. And this is the guy that you want on the mound to strike them out. So give me Garrett Crochet. Give me the White Sox as underdogs plus 145 on the money line, and give me the over 7.5 runs here. White Sox finally getting a win on the road. It's been a while for them. Next up in Minute Maid Park, Houston Astros 57-52 going up against the Tampa Bay Rays here 55-54. Looking at the odds, we have the Houston Astros minus 155 on the money line with the comeback of the Rays at a plus 125. Total runs set at 8. All right, for that public bet percentage, 88% of the bets, 95% of the money on Houston Astros here. Total runs, 79% of the bets, 71% of the money towards the over 8 runs. Looking at this pitching matchup, we got my guy, Zach Littell, 4-7, 4.18 ERA, going up against Ronel Blanco, 9-5 with a 2.95 ERA. When you see Zach Littell on the mound, you attack him, especially when he's on the road, all right? When he's on the road, he pitches much worse here, okay? His road ERA is at a 5.81 ERA, and his numbers against both lefties and righties are absolutely putrid. Very similar to how Aaron Savale is struggling against lefties and righties. Zach Littell is that guy. Against righties, a 1.99 home run per 9, a 330 batting average, a 1.76 whip, and a 363 BABIP. Against lefties, it's a 1.42 home run per 9, a 355 batting average, a 1.70 whip, and the BABIP is over 400 at 425. So this is a great spot here for these hungry and definitely scary bats in the Houston Astros. Bregman, Alvarez, Altuve, the list goes on and on for the Houston Astros here. Ronel Blanco has bursted onto the scene after having that no-hitter. He's been very elite this year, home and road, it doesn't matter. Very low average and whip. Very similar to Flaherty, who we're going to be talking about very soon. He's now with the Dodgers. Blanco Very low whip and average, very good strikeout rate. He just has a home run problem. He will give up a home run here or there. Against lefties, a 1.62 home run per nine. Against righties, a 1.09 home run per nine. So if the Rays want to keep it close, they're going to have to hit some home runs here on Ronel Blanco. But usually, this is a very, very good pitcher. Obviously, if you're looking at the numbers, when his runs do come, it tends to be a home run. All right, that's the only thing there. All right, so we're going to be going with the Houston Astros clean sweep. Minus 155 on the money line. Give me Astros minus 1.5. And give me the over on the total. I think that they attack Tampa Bay Rays and Zach Littell and get to that bullpen. Next up, we are in Oakland Coliseum. LA Dodgers 63-46 going against the Oakland A's 45-65. Looking at the current odds, we have the Dodgers minus 185 on the money line with the comeback of the A's at a plus 150. Total runs set at 8. Full game public bet percentage here. 66% of the bets, 83% of the money here on the Dodgers. Okay, sharps coming in heavily on the Dodgers here when you're looking at the money. Total runs, 83% of the bets, 82% of the money on the over 8 runs. Okay, for this pitching matchup here, Jack Flaherty, newly acquired to the LA Dodgers. They got a guy and an ace here for this Dodgers lineups because they have been decimated by injury with the starting pitching. Okay, he's 7-5 with a 2.95 ERA going against Mitch Spence, 7-6 with a 4.47 ERA. Looking at these two guys, I don't need to say much about Flaherty. Absolutely elite, very similar to Blanco, like I said just before. Very low whip, very low average, very good strikeout rate, but does give up home runs. Okay. Lefty, home run per 9 is a 1.12. Righty, home run per 9 is a 1.43. So guys like Brent Rooker, if we go a little bit deeper, Lawrence Butler, they got some guys with some pop here in the lineup for the Oakland A's. If they really want to try to get this game here from the LA Dodgers, they're gonna have to outscore the Dodgers. That's the way that the Oakland Athletics is gonna have to win this one. Okay. Mitch Spence, on the other hand, does pitch better at home with a 3.93 ERA. He's a guy that I do not like, okay? This is a Griffin Canning type, a righty that can't pitch to righties, all right? He's given up a 282 batting average, a 1.47 whip, and a 4.66 xFIP. So very concerning numbers to opposing right-handed bats. And lefty numbers are concerning as well. So give me the Dodgers here on the money line. We'll stay away from that run spread, but give me Dodgers on the money line and the over on 8 runs in this one. In Angel Stadium here, we have the New York Mets 57-51 going up against the Angels 47-62. Looking at the odds, we got road favorites New York Mets plus 110 on the other side for the LA Angels. Total runs set at 9. Public bet percentage, 90% of the bets, 72% of the money here on the New York Mets. For the total runs, 71% of the bets, 62% of the money towards the over 9 runs in this one. Pitching matchup, David Peterson, lefty here, 5-1 with a 3.52 ERA going against Jose Soriano, 6-7 with a 3.69 ERA. Peterson has been very mediocre this year as a lefty for the New York Mets. A very low K rate at 12% against righties. That's not good as well. And he has a high walk rate, so that doesn't bode well for him as well. Going against the Angels, and a whip at a 1.34. So you're giving opportunities to the opponent to score runs. And if you're looking at his game log, that's what it is. He's giving up runs. He's giving up walks. Minimal Ks. He's barely getting through 4 or 5 innings. But somehow, every time he pitches, the Mets tend to score, and that's why his record is 5-1. All right. If we're looking at his xFIP against righties, it is at a 4.84, almost 5 xFIP versus righties. Now, Jose Soriano is a guy that struggles mightily at home. All right. 5.19 home ERA. He's another guy, a righty that can't pitch to righties. His numbers against right-handed bats: 1.64 home run per nine, a 417 batting average, a 227 whip, a BABIP well over 400 at 486, and the xFIP is at 4.75. So I thought Peterson was bad. Even I thought Mitch Spence was bad. Jose Soriano is even worse. All right, so the top play here is going to be the over. Give me the over 9 runs in this one. I see both of these guys giving up runs. But give me the Mets on the money line in a high-scoring environment. I'll take that minus 135. And for the total, give me the over 9 runs, especially taking advantage of Jose Soriano's big problem against right-handed bats. Last but not least, we have the Cincinnati Reds in Great American Small Park here, 52-57. San Francisco Giants, 55-56. Looking at the current odds here, Reds on the money line, home favorites minus 145 with the comeback of the San Francisco Giants at a plus 120. Total runs set at 9, all right? For that public bet percentage here, 84% of the bets, 57% of the money here on the side of the Cincinnati Reds. We see sharp money coming in on the side of the Giants as underdogs here. Very interesting to see that, and look at how that close this money line is. Okay, for the total runs, 89% of the bets, 86% of the money towards the over 9 runs. Starting pitching matchup: Kyle Harrison here, 6-4 with a 3.69 ERA, going up against Hunter Green, 7-4 with a 2.97 ERA. Kyle Harrison has been pitching very well as of late. If we're looking at his last 5 starts here, 2 of those starts have been against the Colorado Rockies. But in Colorado, phenomenal performance. Usually this is where a spot where pitchers go to die and struggle. 6 2/3, 1 earned run, no home runs, and 11 strikeouts. That's what you like to see there. He had a very good performance against the Minnesota Twins there. 5 1/3. 1 earned run, 3 strikeouts. Did get hit up by the Cleveland Guardians, but before that had a very strong outing against another good offense, Houston Astros. 6 1/3, 1 earned run, and 3 strikeouts. So I'm really impressed with what I'm seeing out of his stuff. This guy is mainly a fastball pitcher. 60% of his balls are going to be fastballs here. He sprinkles in a changeup and a curve. And then we got Hunter Green here on the other side. He struggles at home in Cincinnati here with almost a 4 ERA. And his main issue is against lefties. And the Giants have plenty of those, okay? He's given up a 1.44 home run per 9. A very high walk rate at over 12%. To lefties, and a 1.34 whip as well to lefties. He's going to see at least 5 lefties here in the lineup for the San Francisco Giants. Looking at the numbers, I can understand why the Sharps are coming in on the San Francisco Giants as underdogs, and I'm going to agree with them. Give me the Giants on the money line in this spot here. Give me the under on the total of 9 runs. I like what I've seen out of Kyle Anderson. I definitely think he can mitigate this offense of the Cincinnati Reds, but the Giants will chip in enough to get this win here. Giants money line, under 9 total runs. That are going to be our selections for the Saturday slate. Let me know in that comment section down below. Are you going to agree? Do you disagree? I feel very confident in this slate here. I like these underdogs that I'm looking at here, especially the White Sox. The Giants look very good. Gonna pull it. Definitely consider putting a parlay together here. So if you want to sign up for the plays on Patreon, all right, remember you get daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes off 24/7. That link is provided down below. If you want more free bets, thanks to BetStamp, that's in the description down low as well. You click on that link and you see more free bets on this on the slate as well. All right. Also, don't forget, I will be back very soon with another video. All right. Can't stop, won't stop. Peace out.